Very good morning to everyone. In this lecture EC8652 wireless communication, today we are going to discuss about the signal combining technique. In previous session, we are discussing the diversity methods, that is frequency and angular diversity and temporal diversity methods. Now today the signal combining technique, that is a combination of signals. We are using the different methods, that is a selection diversity and combining diversity methods. In first of all, the signal combining technique, there are divided into two category. Number one, selection diversity. Number two, combining diversity. In this combination of signal, it is one of the simplest technique applied for reception, is to allow the combination of signals from various antenna signals at the receiver end. It is two method to exploiting the different signals from the multiple diversity branches. So that is these are the two methods, selection and combining. The selection diversity is one of the best signal copy is selected and detected, whereas all other copies of signals are discarded. And then combining diversity, all the copies of signals are combined and decoded. So, in this method of combining diversity lead to good performance. It required complex receiver than the selection diversity. In most receiver, demodulation or decoding is done in the baseband. The appreciate the number of antenna elements and down conversion method are applied. It is assumed that the different signals copy undergoes a independent of fading, and also it consideration of gain of multiple antenna as a too effective, namely. So number one, diversity gain. So diversity gain, it is a many antenna elements are in fading deep at the time. The beam forming gain, it is a reflect that that for the combining diversity, the combiner generally performs an average over the noise at the different antennas. Then the selection diversity. Here the receiver select the signal with a high power level and does further processing. It required NR, that is antenna elements. So the NR to 1 multiplexer. So these are we can move to the selection diversity. So there are the two selection criteria, that is a received signal straight inductions. Another one, bit error ratio. The receiver select the signal with the largest instantaneous power. So here the RSSI sensor, but as the radio frequency change, even in case of the fast fading channels, this method permit the simple tracking functions. The RSSI driven diversity is a selective diversity technique, as the maximum of RSSI will maximize the SNR value. In case if the bit error rate is calculated by co-channel interference, then RSSI would not be a good choice. The RSSI driven diversity is a reasonable approximation method. The bit error rate driven diversity, we transmit a training sequence. The receiver will demodulate the signal from receiver antenna elements, and the same is compared with the transmitted signal. There are many drawbacks found in bit error rate driven diversity techniques. That is, the receiver cannot continuously monitor the bit error changes. The bit error rate cannot be calculated exactly because the duration of training sequence is finite. And also, let us we move to the structure of the driven selection diversity. So this is different received filters. So the antenna A and antenna B is compared to the comparison of these received signal and also the demodulator and detector modules. Let us move to the bit error rate driven selection diversity. So this is a transmit a training sequence. A bit sequence known as a receiver end. The receiver will demodulate the signal from a receiver antenna elements, and same is compared with the transmitter signal. So the drawback found in the bit error rate driven diversity techniques, that is receiver cannot continuously monitor the bit error rate changes, and also the bit error rate cannot be calculated exactly. Next, you can see the bit error driven selection diversity. It is antenna A and antenna B. The received filter is received the intermediate frequency of the received signal, and also the signal will be demodulated. The transmitter sequence is the correlation function of these two demodulated sequence, and also it is compared to apply the detector sections. So the bit error ratio will be increase or decrease depends upon this correlation factor of the comparison of the signal. Here, what are the merits and demerits of these RSSI and BER, bit error rate? The RSSI merits only one radio frequency chain is used, and the second one, it process is done on only one signal, easy to implement. And then RSSI demerits waste of the signal energy by discarding, that is a received signal. And the second one, not an optimum method. The another one is a bit error rate. The bit error rate demerits more number of received or used. It implementation is complex, and also the training sequence is to be repeated again and again, and also the trade-off between the duration of training and the bit error rate should be maintained. Now let us move to the switched selection diversity. In switched selection, diversity criterion is monitored if it is below a threshold value. The receiver switches to different antenna. There is switching depends on quality of active diversity branches. If two branches have signal quality below the threshold value, the received switches back and forth between the branches. The switching threshold and hypothesis time are two different main parameters. Both these parameters should be not either low or high, but they have to appreciate the value. The performance of the switched diversity is worst when compared to selection diversity. Now let us move to the, in this selection diversity, if it is falls below the certain threshold value, then the receiver switches to a different antenna. The case 1 and case 2, the case 1, all branches have equal power, then the selection of active branch is random, and case 2, all branches are below the threshold level, then the receiver just switches back and forth until an active line is detected. So both are the performance of the switch diversity is worse than the selection diversity, hence it is not considered widely. Next one, feedback diversity method. In this diversity method is one of the scanning diversity. In this combination of selection and switch diversity, so all the available channels are scanned first in a fixed sequence until a one is found above the threshold level. The signal is received from the antenna until it falls off the threshold value, and scanning process is initiated again. Now let us move to the combining diversity method. It is a principle of in selection diversity signal energy is wasted. For proper amplitude weighting, two method widely applied on maximal ratio combining, where it is a weight all signal copies with respect to their amplitude. So in this method, that is a combining diversity method, there is a two different category. Number one, maximum ratio combining technique. Number two, equal gain combiner technique. First of all, maximal ratio combiner technique. The concept of this method is all the branch signals are combined concurrently with a necessary weighted coefficient for every diversity branch signals. So the reduction of the fading will be better, leading to overall improvement of the system performance. We can see the block diagram of for this method. The selection diversity, unlike the selection diversity, the signal are collapsed before additional process, and for the individual receiver and phasing circuit is a must for all antenna elements. In the output, the signal of maximum radio combiner will be such that the sum of individual signal to noise ratio value will be equal to the signal to noise ratio of output signal measured. So the advantages of this maximum ratio combining technique: the maximum ratio combiner generate the acceptable signal to noise value, and it is a accuracy is a high accuracy, and it produce better reduction of the fading. Now we can move to the equal gain combiner technique. In this equal gain combiner, all the diversity branches are concurrently added with a same weighted factor. In this scheme, also collapse all the diversity branches and finally add up them. As the signal are collapsed from all branches, they provide an equal gain factor. When compared to maximum ratio combining, the configuration of this method is simple by applying the equal gain combining. It is convenient for the receiver to get back the signal. One of the demerits of this method is that degrades the signal to noise ratio value of 0.5 dB at the output of the combiner. If two branches are involved, in 10 branches are involved in the reception, then the signal to noise ratio degradation would be roughly up to 1 dB value. So today in this session we are completely discussed the diversity methods of macro diversity method and also the micro diversity methods. So next upcoming sections we are going to discuss the probability of errors and rack receivers. Thank you for watching this video.